What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Ultra OK Duelist. I'm your host, James. This is my co-host.
I'm Damien.
And today we are with...
Amanda.
What's going on? Couple of things first. Go down, give us a like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell for when new videos are uploaded. As well as we are, 98 viewers short of 150 or subscribers short of 150 subscribers. So if we can get another 98 subscribers, that would be great. So we can give away one of these pot of greed tankards. I'm tired of staring at them, and I just want to give them away to y'all guys. So help us go and do that by liking and sharing, obviously. And thanks for everyone that's coming back and viewing, and everybody that is currently not subscribed and you are still continuing to watch. Thank you for continue to support us from far away without even subscribing. Hope you do subscribe, and we would like to earn that. Anyway, now that all that's done, so how you been?
I've been great.
Great,
Great. Real good.
All right, so welcome to the show.
Well, hello, welcome.
Glad to have you. We've been playing this for a while. We just haven't been able to get it all put together. We've got an actual queue formed up for people that I'm trying to get on or who actually want to participate. So I'm glad you're here.
We see more duelists out here that we see in competition. Amazing.
Yeah,
I like it.
I do like that we do have a pretty good group of friends that are helping us and supporting us and being on here, and you're one of those people. So thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it. So we start with the same question every time. How did you get into YuGiOh?
Oh man, I got into YuGiOh around say 8 and 10. Was watching the anime, to be honest. And you know, I didn't really have a lot of money back then, so I would buy the foil ones from the little second stores that, you know, sell
the flea markets.
Yeah, pretty much. And I would wait every Saturday for a new episode with my brothers, and it got really exciting to the point where I'm like, let me take this to school and, you know, start it off, and it was really fun. And a lot of kids didn't know the exact rules, and neither did I. So I took a lot of little kids' cards, and I don't feel bad about it.
Honestly, I
don't think anyone knew the rules. I think when I first started playing either.
No, it was very simple. Like they call it the caveman style of playing Yu-Gi-Oh. It was very much that.
You basically copy the TV show and
Pretty
what they're
much.
doing, and you just shit out a Blue Eyes
Even
White
the
Dragon. No competing whatsoever.
Like
It was
no
super
two monsters,
exciting at lunch
nothing.
to play
Just
Yu-Gi-Oh, really. And that's how it started. And then I took a long break. Pretty much my whole grown-up life, I took a whole break about it. And like about 3 years ago, I met Lee, and I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh with him because he was like, "You want to learn?" And I was like, "Yeah," because he was super into it. So he got me into it now. But I was familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh, and pretty much spells, traps, monsters. I knew that. I knew the basis.
Yeah, as long as
you knew more than I did, because I didn't even know the game even existed till I met this fucking
guy. Yeah, he didn't even know what the TV show was.
Yeah.
No, and I started off with Lee by taking notes. And one of my first decks was called
You do like doing that. I've heard you say that a lot.
It helps so much. It helps so much, especially if you're like beginning to learn the whole concept of game. It's a very amazing way to do it. Just take some notes. Even if the card has the writing on it, it's just sometimes something about writing it yourself and putting it in your words that make it work. You know, that's how I got super excited into it, and because if I didn't know how to figure it out, I wasn't gonna play. Like I was not gonna be losing for fun. No, I wanted to win. So that was my main goal with playing Yu-Gi-Oh, learning it, you know, picking it up.
Okay.
So then it became a hobby, and here I am now.
Still playing Yu-Gi-Oh. Playing a bird deck though.
Yeah, we do not like that you play that deck. I actually, I every time I do play, because I could easily get. You could easily have everything you need to play a turn out. Mm-hmm. And for some reason, every time you and I play, I always have like the one card, and you only have the one play that needs to go through, and you cannot build a board after that.
And then there's sometimes where in competition, when I play him, I don't win. There's no winning with him because somehow in competition he just has every answer to every card I'm putting in.
And I don't even really play a lot of hand traps.
He just has plot armor. That's literally it, guys. It's just plot armor.
And what's funny is, like I was saying, it scares me when I have to sit and play you because I hate Floowandereeze so much. This is one of those really decks annoying. That I absolutely do not like. Just like Monarch.
That's one of my third decks learning.
So yeah, what got you into the Floow?
Into Floow. Okay, so Floowandereeze, when they did the whole soup thing, like they kept coming back every time a bird hit the field, and it said it triggered the bird in the banish zone. That was my big key word right there, banish zone. there was a lot of cards at the time when I was playing that they were banishing cards. You know, it was very, very much that. And nobody had cards that played in the banish zone. And then I mean, there was. But Flanders...
But not like as consistently as this, where you can
Flanders did
chain
not
block and do all
care,
that.
Yeah, and then Lee taught me about chain blocking because I was barely learning techniques. But that one had combos that I didn't have to really think about other than just, okay, so this goes bing bong. You know what I mean? Like,
Bing bong.
Yeah, because it's going to trigger it. So it's a great thing to do that and play just in your turn, my turn, their turn, everybody's turn. Flanders does that, and I love that.
So what was your first deck, like your introduction to like actually playing the game?
So my actual first one,
like the one you played, I guess not like the caveman style or the archaic style, like the actual first time you were playing competitively and you had already learned somewhat of what.
This is my thing. I don't really know the names of the decks and stuff, but I did call a nickname for one of the monsters in the deck, and it's a two chain. I call him 2 chain because it's hilarious. But it's 2 chi. Two. It's something to do with the cyber monsters. And I couldn't get two. Lee knows it better. Every time I say it, he laughs because he knows what I'm talking about. But that's my thing about YuGiOh. I still don't know.
We're gonna have to actually, Lee. We're gonna have to ask him because I need to know what this deck is.
I don't even know what
Lee,
card they're talking about.
What's the 2 chain card? Chuchi?
Virtual World.
Virtual World.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking of like.
He got me Virtual World.
I was literally
Cyber or something.
I was thinking of
Cyber Dragons. What Cyber Dragon monster has 2 chains?
No, it was that one.
Fucking Virtual Worlds. I hate that deck too.
It was really hard. I didn't get it because it was just.
There's a lot to that deck.
Yeah,
that deck is just.
There is. It's one of those cheat code decks that I. When we started playing, that was actually the first deck that he started playing against at tournament and locals. And
no, it's a good deck. It's just I didn't know.
You can get away with a lot of stuff if people don't know what you're doing, which we were learning that a certain player, will not be named, cheating. Was definitely cheating us a lot. And this is where, from that particular moment on, we're like, these trends are I call them trends. And whenever you have a trend of doing things, and it just follows you. Yeah. And once everyone starts becoming aware of it, but that's why I don't like I like virtual worlds, but like decks like virtual worlds and Bestial. What's the other one? Is it just decks that have a lot going on and a lot of reading that is involved and a lot of things you need to know, that if you don't really know that one thing, like, you're gonna get cheated on it.
Yeah, and if you don't, that's the main thing about.
And that can also trip somebody up when they're trying to learn it.
Read a card, and even if you don't, like, that's why I said the notes help, because I didn't do no notes with the Virtual World because it was just too much.
Yeah, I mean, Virtual World is a lot.
Yeah, I would just
so much that
the
goes
card,
on.
And he would tell me what it did, and that's how I started.
He would explain to you how to play against him to beat him, right?
And then one of my second most favorite decks that I played is Draco. The Draco.
True Draco
card. True Dracos.
True
yes.
Draco.
Oh my God, do I love me some True Dracos?
It's so actually good. A really good deck, I think, right now, currently at our locals anyway. When our friend Danny, or Danny, when Danny plays it, he's pretty annoying when he plays it, and he always plays. Like
just really
like
hateful decks. Like he's just a very controlling type of player.
Yeah, me too. And that's what I fell in love with when I met the True Dracos. It was very controlled. Like, you can't do this, you can't do that, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is a great deck. So I stayed with it for a while, and then of course Flanders came out, and oh my God, that was control combo. I was like, wow, it did it for me.
I mean, the control, I can understand about the control combo. I kind of like how my deck works too. It's a combo, but mine's more of a destroy your whole board and then continue playing.
Yeah. What do you play again?
With Phantom Knights.
Oh yeah, oh man, I've gone against the Phantom Knights myself. It was one of the first times I played against you was with Phantom Knights. And I did not enjoy that much. It was very hard.
The deck is not fun.
There's a lot of information in that one too.
Yeah, that's the day I decided you were head honcho there, because I was like, oh my God, this guy plays.
And I'm not even the head honcho there. I just play. I play some really funky stuff sometimes. So
he just builds a lot of garbage that he just randomly thinks of, and
I did build some garbage actually this last week, and all 3 tournaments I participated in were bad. So I'm taking that one out of my lineup, and I'm gonna go and rethink that. But yeah, it doesn't always work out when I come up with some weird stuff, but I'm also not like the best player. But I can see how from the first time we met and played, I remember how serious that game was. Actually, we were sitting on this side of the, and I was like, oh, I have to play. For me, I was like, oh, I have to play a female. I have to play a chick, and I this is always uncomfortable for me. Like it probably is for everyone, but it's just because it's weird. Like there's not
there's not a lot of females.
Not many females play there.
Yeah.
There's only a couple of females that do play, but
4 alternating females that I know of that play there.
2 of them played the same decks I played. So it's very much that.
They do play a lot of Flundries. I noticed that.
Yeah,
don't they?
And Trap
All of them.
The real question is, why do you like the?
Yeah.
Do you like the artwork of Flundries?
No, she likes the play style.
No, I like the play game because I also tried Runic Trap Tricks Runic, and I did not like it. I love a burner deck, but it was just like, where's the big bodies? Like, I want a big body that does something.
So you really love M-Pen, and you like
dude, M-Pen, that's my heart. I'll get a freaking M-Pen tattoo any day. That's my bird right there.
Oh,
so even if it goes down to 1, I'm still gonna play him. I don't care.
So what is a deck that you would like to play?
That
you're probably considering, but maybe money or something, whatever that is
dragon
the issue.
Stuff. I've seen big body monster dragons when I played against this specific deck, and I took it out of the way, still brought another one, still had hand traps, still did very much trap settings, spells. The spells helped out the monster to come out. And I had to learn fusioning and synchroning. I needed to learn more stuff to get to those big dragon monsters. That's what's really stopping me. It's the studying of the game, because I'm very, very much stuck at Flanders right now, because I was losing for a while, and that did not make me feel good. So I was like, I need to stick to the winning deck, which is Flanders sometimes.
For you, it's Flanders.
Yeah.
You do top every now and then.
Yeah, for fun at home, I do be playing different decks, because you gotta learn.
She said, you were talking about Master Duel earlier when we were talking prior.
Oh, you play Master
starting
Duel?
This. Yeah, she said she's played a lot of Master Duel. So you do
That's
get a
really
good
learning.
introduction into a lot of different decks that are not normally casually played at a tournament.
Yeah, locals, because everybody plays the same, either the old schools or they stay with the very meta. And that's very cool. I played so many mirror matches, and I played so many continuous same deck, gameplays, and I've lost to some, won to some. It's really the player that runs the match.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes it even goes down to who went first.
True. Well, I think it always comes down to who goes first.
Yeah,
and you can have brick hands. I know we were just playing in here with Lee, and I drew so bad. I was like, oh my god, and then he had every hand trapped. Yeah. So anything I was able to do with the small amount of things that I did draw, I couldn't do anything with them. So
because he was just negate them.
But yeah, going first always doesn't give you a guarantee, but you at least have a better chance of setting up something that's better than what your opponent's going to be able to put up, especially if you can stop.
Yeah, when I came back because I had taken a break, like a month break, and I came back, and right Lee was like, "Let me make go second Flanders," and I was like, "It's always go first. You gotta go first with flows." But he made it second, and that won. I actually topped that week.
That was when you got 4th place, I think. Was it 4th?
Because I was gonna go for first, but I didn't make it to that. But I did go for 4th, and that was a real good match.
And I think that week, me and Lee did not top. I don't think so.
Yeah, there's sometimes that I'm way in the bottom and Lee's way up here. Sometimes Lee is super down here, and I'm gonna make it to the top.
It's literally just based on the locals that day. Usually, who's coming in. And I
think it's always if you have really good matchups and there's a diverse crowd of people, I feel like you're gonna have more opportunity. I usually say that about everything. If you have more players, there's more diversity, which means it gives you more opportunity to climb the ladder a little bit higher than normal. Because if you have the same 4 people playing, they already know your strats, they know your combos, they know how to beat you because they've dueled you so many times already. But when you have more people there, they forget what you play. They don't remember what you play. They don't remember the cards if they're old cards.
Just change up your deck, you know what I mean, and just really give it to them. They're expecting flows, and you give them Dracos. They're like, I was not prepared for this, and you end up winning the match just off of throwing them off guard. Yeah. It's enough that you're a girl throwing it off guard, because when it's a new player that I've never met before in the locals, they do get either mad, intimidated, or they start, lying to me about certain things. And since I've studied so good with Lee and we practice and all this good stuff, and I play other players as well, I've learned to be like, no, stop right there. Let me read what your card real quick. You know, if it's a kid, I let it slide because he's super excited,
Yeah.
or or she, or whoever I'm playing.
We mollywop.
Yeah, I don't
We-
let kids get away with
they need
facts.
to learn
Yeah.
I straight up
they need
teach
to
them the
learn
hard
that
way.
the game is the game.
It was
I
my
don't know if that
first
drives
time.
them away, but if they can handle it, they stick around and they keep playing.
There is
so-
a couple kids where I completely like showed them and I told them the right way how to play it.
Yeah.
And they're still sticking around. I see them time to time. They can't be there all the time because their parents are not allowing them to be there all the time. But after me telling them how to play the game,
I hope that was not open. Oh, thank God it was not. Yeah.
sorry guys.
Oops, blooper.
This is why I don't have anything around
Yeah,
me.
I'm so glad that was
Yeah,
not open.
I very much talk with my hands as well. You know,
I don't know why I do it. It's just
It's just a
It's
thing.
okay. It's an uncomfortable thing. I fidget with my hand all the time.
Yeah.
So on the girl aspect, the fact that you're a female, you're like one of the few females there. When you do go to tournaments, obviously you well, for us, we know that you go regularly, so that's
Yeah.
pretty obvious to us. But y'all don't know that she goes pretty much regularly.
Yeah.
And we see her all the time there. And
sure does.
how do you like, are you like mentally prepared prior to that? Because I know, like I said, even before I play some other females there, it usually makes me feel a little uncomfortable because I just don't know how to approach it when
Yeah.
it's playing. Like, it's just kind of weird for me. I
And
don't
you know, it's funny that happens to me too as well when I duel against a girl. Because,
Yeah.
you know, it's very much like,
because it's a male dominated.
Yeah, it's who's the
It
best
is.
of the females when it
Yeah.
comes down. And it's like, it's pretty much like I said earlier, it's all whoever goes first or who drew better.
Yeah,
you know.
I'm gonna see. And next time you sit in front of another chick, I'm gonna be like, "Oh, cat fight."
See,
Just kidding.
it's okay. I don't, now that I've been playing for so long, it's better now. You know, I get a little bit more respect from the males. But at the beginning of all this, you know, it was very much like I said, the lying, the getting nervous, or like they didn't even know how to like talk to me.
Yeah.
And it was more of them. So their nervous energy made me nervous. It made me misplay a lot. So I get in a focused set of mind when I want to win. When I want to win, I win. When I want to pull a good card from my little pack, it gets pulled. So it's
You are so good at pulling
it's
multis.
just a mental thing for
Usually,
me.
when he comes with me, I usually buy both the entries because he doesn't want to pay for it. So I'll buy it, and he always pulls an ulti for the most
Yeah.
part.
It's like lottery tickets. It's the best thing when somebody else buys
consistent
it.
How
Yeah.
often you pull.
I never buy my own lottery tickets. Usually people buy them for me.
Yeah, and you end up winning some good stuff. Same thing with YuGiOh, you know. So buy some cards, guys. You're gonna get some
To
good
support
money out
your
of that.
yeah,
local,
so- What?
support your local,
Yeah, your local shops.
Yeah,
Your
support your
local
local
shop.
shops. Yes.
Your local card shops. It's awesome.
So there's like as you're playing the game against an let's say well, obviously if you're playing a guy,
Yeah.
I know that when you sit in front of me now, you just are auto loss in your head, I think.
Yeah.
So like is that with everybody for the most part, or do you have a different mindset?
Okay, so I
than
play
when you have to
the
play?
game very much like let me read the person. So if
Yeah.
I see the person is very serious, guess what? I'm gonna be very serious because you're
So
trying to win,
you're
so I'm gonna
just-
try to win.
Yeah, you're
I feel
not-
like me and you have a really good interaction though.
Yeah,
like me and
it's-
you don't have like
I
very
don't-
serious.
there's no
We're
bad
always
blood
having a
in
good
there,
time
yeah.
playing.
Yeah, exactly. I've played with you before so many times that you were one of my favorite. You were very serious, but with him it was very fun.
I was like, me and her, we always be laughing, having a good time. I never had a bad experience.
It's a good gameplay. Like I said, serious players take it serious. Silly, goofy players, you know, I played goofy with them too. You know, my boyfriend tells me all the time, it's not that he gets jealous. He's more like, babe, concentrate. You need to win. Because he's
Yeah.
a good coach like that. So he's like, don't
Sometimes
be
he talks
chatting
you
them up.
into a loss though.
Yeah, he goes, don't be chatting them up. You know, like just, you know, concentrate on the game. And I'm like,
Hey,
you know,
that's where
you're
you
right.
make them lose sometimes though.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like when they're little, being silly, like not flirting at all. Because none of these Yu-Gi-Oh boys flirt. And I'm gonna let you know right now. None of them do. Plus, because they know who I'm with. But in general, they never have. All respectful. They call me ma'am sometimes. I feel weird, but it's nice.
We get called sir.
Yeah,
and-
our local Yugi boys have, you know, now have earned some respect for me because of the gameplay, you know, that I play. It's just very much that. If I'm having a bad day, you know, I'll give you the match because I'm not having a good day, but I'll still play. You know, I play to get a good pull pretty much that day. But if I'm playing serious and you see me very serious, it's because, you know, I'm trying to win. And when Leon trusts me and I get upset, it's the same reason. I'm trying to win, and you know, it's just a lot of distractions sometimes.
So
I felt that.
what's your what's like the highest level of competition that you play at? So is it just the locals, or have you done a regional?
No, I was invited to a regional when it was here, and I just I didn't have the time, nor did I want it to sit for 18 rounds. That's one of my biggest things. I'm a fidget
18.
person, so I cannot sit still.
it
for so
was-
long.
It's 8 rounds.
It was 8 rounds.
Oh my god! To me, it
Oh,
was
dude,
like
that
18
day
rounds in
was
my head.
long because majority of everybody we went with that regionals, regionals. Everybody else like left after their second loss.
Yeah.
Which was James. Everybody. The only people that stuck around was me, Mario, and Alfredo. Which Alfredo got top 32. I got top 62. Whatever the fuck, or 64. Was it 64?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Yes, 'cause
he
I
was
got-
top, but he got in.
But yeah,
he was
got
in
the
64th
ranking,
place.
yeah, that's-
32 would be the top.
Oh yeah,
sometimes
I
they
didn't
do.
top. No, God no.
No,
I
no,
did
but
not
you
top.
placed at 6.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, if I
it-
didn't misplay towards the end, I think I would have been fine. But I only lost 2 times. That was it. And
So you said that you're.
I am looking forward to once I get a little bit more in tune with the rules, because I do have a little bit of gameplay errors here and there.
What's like the hardest? What's something that you constantly forget? I guess in
Okay.
the rules.
So sometimes I forget, especially with Floranderies, because I'm going so fast and I'm getting so excited, I forget Impin's ad. And that's cost me games. And I need to slow down when I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I get too excited. Even if it straight goes, I'm shotgunning traps. And I'm like, yo, like, sometimes you just gotta let them sit, let them
Yeah.
marinate.
Yeah.
and then-
Yeah.
just let them like do their plays. If it's not affecting you yet, then
Yeah, you
I
gotta
learned
find
that
the
from
right time
James.
to,
So that's where I
to
need to
engage
tune
your
up more of
opponent.
my game. And the card reading of other people, not my cards, their cards. I need to learn to be like, hold on. Let me before I come to competition, let me study up on all the decks that is out there. I know it's a lot of information to intake, but there's certain things that these decks do that if you know it beforehand,
Yeah.
you're gonna get a good, you're gonna get a good reaction, or you're gonna know when to do it or not to do it, or what to do and not to do. So that's where I'm at right now, trying to get to that level of competition, so
And,
I can
what's-
sit for a regional.
Yeah.
And what's the highest so then your highest level of competitive play at the moment is just
It's
the
just
locals.
locals, yeah.
And what's the highest position you've
Second
topped at?
place.
Second place.
Second place.
So you're still on the.
Floranderies.
She's still in the hunt for the first place.
Yeah, I'm still.
She'll get the
I'm still
first place
going.
soon, guaranteed.
Still trying, and it was a good amount of people that day. It wasn't just like 5 players topping out of 5. No, it was like 18 people there that day.
I think I was there.
It
for
was
that
very exciting win. It
Yeah,
was a
your, but
very
your
exciting
most
win.
recent,
Congratulations
your most
on that.
recent top was 4th place.
Yeah, 4th place, and I had the guy was very nice. He was like, "Let me just, because it was a draw. That's the crazy part about this match that I had. It was a draw. It was so good. It was a draw, and we rolled the dice to see who was gonna get it.
Dude, I love doing those, but I stopped doing them because out
I'd
of
rather
respect.
take the 1 point
Yeah.
any day, especially if we're like in the earlier, like maybe round 1 or
It was
round
the last
2.
round.
But I'm
That's
not
why
trying to
we
be
took it
in
there.
I
the
would have
last
just
round
took the
or
1
die.
point and left it at that, because
Yeah.
then you probably would have got second.
I know, but
Guaranteed
it was the last one.
Oh,
And-
but you won the die roll. You
Yeah,
said.
no, he won
No,
the
he
die
won.
roll.
Oh,
he-
so he because he lost he won a die roll. You probably went from a higher position. If you had
No,
just
No, that's
taken
why
a
she went to
draw.
4th. That's
yeah.
why I said if she would have just stuck it through and took the draw, you would probably got second
Yeah,
place.
you probably would have
Yeah.
gotten third or second. Yeah, for
But
sure.
he was, because I'm a girl. This is it. He was able to get in his heart to come and give me half of the prize money, and I was like, thank you so much.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but it wasn't because I was a girl. It's because he had a good match with me. I showed good energy apart from me.
Who was
my,
it?
It was Dooley's brother.
Dooley's brother. Okay,
Yes.
yeah.
I don't even know who that
he
is.
was
Cool guy.
just-
He's
Shout
a
out
cool
to
guy.
that guy. He's super
Yeah.
cool. Thank you for the.
Yeah, he is really cool. So,
The gameplay that day was
I don't even
dope.
know who he is. So
well, you haven't been playing.
He
for a
barely
while.
started coming around.
Yeah, he
too.
Oh, that makes
he's
sense.
played before, but he said he'd been out of the game for a while, and now he's starting to play a lot more. And yeah, he's been coming around, and there's some stuff that he's just been trying to figure out because he's also, trying to refresh and get back into the
that
game.
makes
So
sense.
it'd be like if you were trying to go back and play.
oh, right now,
Yeah, you wouldn't know a lot of stuff that's going on. or
dude,
what-
there's a lot
you
of
probably
decks.
you've probably forgotten like some card effects or whatever. So,
Oh,
which
definitely.
just happens when you take time out of the game.
I
so.
mean, if you really truly love the deck that you're playing, you're never gonna forget what the.
Well,
Oh,
not
it's
that
not my
deck.
deck.
It's
It's
what-
other
It's
people's
It's what
deck.
other people are doing and what the
Yeah.
new the new meta is.
Because I
whatever
used
the current
to
meta is.
remember everybody's deck,
Yeah.
like all the meta, the top decks. I used to know how to play them pretty well.
because he was playing regularly.
Yeah,
so.
but now I haven't been playing. So now there's like Labyrinth, whole bunch of
that
other
brand.
decks right now that I
Oh,
have not even seen
Yeah,
in
we're looking at
competition.
the
So
we're
it's
looking
unique.
at the pie chart that they make after Worlds or
Yeah.
after Nationals. Sorry,
You know, the
and
thing-
all the different variety.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they
there's
have
just
in the
so
top,
many decks
in the
right
top
now.
62 or whatever.
I know Flanders
It was
actually
32.
does very good at regional places, like it tops and everything. You know, it just never will get first place. Like it's just you took the
I think
win-
there was once where it did. It did
yeah,
get
because when
one.
the wind barrier statue was in
Yeah.
it, now it's not doing
Oh.
what it's
Yeah,
supposed
the
to.
statue-
I mean, it's
banned.
still a consistent
No,
deck,
of course.
though.
It's a
Even
great
without
deck.
the wind barrier. The wind barrier, I'm kind of glad they took it away because that deck was just annoying. It still is annoying. The deck is stupid, but it's
Yeah, as
still a
long as
good
there's
deck.
like 2 Empins in your deck, like you're gonna make a lot of people not like you. You know,
So
I mean, it's not. They're not gonna like
Like,
you. It's the deck.
the deck, yeah.
I mean, they could unlike you just because what you're playing. And just this person.
Yeah.
or they just don't like you as a person.
Yeah.
Either or.
It's okay. I'm
So
okay with that.
what's your goal? Like, what if you were to set a goal for yourself? What is something you want to accomplish through the game or in using the game as a median?
Oh, okay.
So, like, if you
Well-
want to, I don't know, go to a nationals or something, you want to get top at a regional or something.
So
like that.
I'm starting off this cool little thing with my nieces and my daughter. I'm
Okay.
trying to teach them Yu-Gi-Oh, so I can be eventually the leader of a girl group of Yu-Gi-Oh
Aw.
players, and it sounds funny.
How come you don't talk to the girls that are there currently
Um,
and create like a little?
They're the girls that go there, they're very shy. You know, I'm a
They're
very outgoing
pretty shy.
person.
Well,
I-
that one, I don't know her name.
the one that laughs
that
a
comes
lot,
with her
she's
husband.
super-
she's
super
cool. And
She's super
she doesn't seem like she's very shy, but she is funny.
She is funny. She's always
Yeah.
giggling, and when you hear her giggling, she's winning.
Yeah, she's having a great
Yeah,
time.
she's having a good time. And when I played her, she was really nervous playing against me. Her hands, it happens. I would shake too when I play against girls. I don't know why it happens. I guess that's how y'all feel,
Yeah.
because it's so like it's just odd. It's an odd thing. It shouldn't be an odd thing. That's why, like I said, I want to, teach younger girls how to play Yu-Gi-Oh just for fun, and just so I can, it's a hobby that I want it to be passed down to my daughter. So because Yu-Gi-Oh does have some productivity into it and money gain, so it's actually, as long as it's going, it's gonna
Yeah.
be good.
It especially helps them learn how to read.
Yeah, that's where my
Except
little
for Damien.
yeah, my
But
baby.
yeah,
does
I
not
mean,
want-
Yu-Gi-Oh
she-
players do not know how to read.
Yu-Gi-Oh
That's
players do
it.
not know how to read. They know this. They know this.
Yes, we're
We do not
Yu-Gi-Oh
read
players.
cards.
Yeah, I don't either.
Well, I think that's a really good goal, to be
Yeah.
honest. I don't think there's not a lot of female representation in the game, and I feel it's mostly because of the dynamics. There's a lot of dudes, and there's very few females. And then when there are females there, they're not there all the time.
Yeah.
So
or there's
it's
females
very
with somebody's
irregular.
girlfriend, yeah.
But the same 3 or 4 females are constantly coming, at least once a week
Yeah.
at some point. And so we do get interaction with
There is
female players, but I
females
feel
out here
like
in San
they're
Antonio. For the ones who are out there, doing the thing, like at the locals, awesome. And I wish I could see you more, but just happens to be the days I go, they don't go,
yeah.
or I don't get matched up with them. I always
And
get this old regular schmegular guys. I get, you know what I mean? And they know what I'm playing.
Yeah.
Like me.
You always get a scumbag
So
like this.
did you have anything that
Just kidding,
you
I'm not scumbag, I'm
personally
sorry.
that you wanted to bring
just
up?
Don't get so serious when we play Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh, I'm gonna
Sometimes
get
people,
serious.
like,
James
people
takes it
get-
always
People
serious.
get upset, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
it's not that serious, guys. I mean, when you're gonna put money into it, of course it is, because you're gaining something out of it, and you're having a good time because it's a good hobby. But at the same time, just relax. Relax.
Relax.
That's all. Relax. I'm taking it.
We're just
that
gonna play a
advice
couple
myself
card
because
games.
I need
Just
to
gonna
relax
take,
after I lose some matches as
A
well.
couple of your cards.
I
Call it
do
a
be
good day.
raging. It's not
So
okay.
yeah, we do. It is the game does have a lot of players that do get mildly triggered, and I can see why. I mean, I've been upset too myself, but
All the time.
yeah, there is a lot of that goes around, and it's just it's. I think where it's funny is when you have to start when people like get in such arguments that threats start. Let's go talk outside. We can have a talk outside. What is that even? What do you?
mean, like
I always ask when I get told that, I'm like, what do you mean? What do you want to talk outside about that we can't talk about right now
'cause
here?
we're here.
you know?
We know each other because of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
And that's if we make a friendship out of Yu-Gi-Oh, then awesome. But for the most part, I'm here for Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm here and I read your cards before I came, and I know what you got playing. I know you played the deck last time. So don't be so upset.
Yeah.
Because I used to get upset when people were like, "Oh, you're that Floow under East player."
Yeah.
You know, I'll be like, "Oh."
Now you gotta own that shit.
Now they know, and now I'm more like, you know what? Yes, I am. And
You're like,
you better
I
watch out
run that
for
shit.
Rabina.
Watch
Like,
me.
straight up. Watch
Like
out
I
for
think
that
when
girl.
you hear that, you need to be like, I need to be on like my A game right now because
yeah.
I gotta actually
Gotta
now
represent my deck
not
out
just
here.
be the Floow under East player. I actually have to be a proficient, really good, like
Yeah, I'm a
on the
bird
top
right
of my
now.
game right now.
You're like, I'm the bird. I'm the biggest
Big
bird. I'm the biggest bird. I'm sorry.
But yeah, I do want to pick up anything dragon, and I want to learn synchro because
Ooh,
I don't
just play Sword Soul.
or
That
is
would
it-
be. I
or
mean,
is it
you're gonna be
Link?
doing that a lot
Or
in
Link.
Dragon Link if you do it.
Yeah, well, I know Link because of trap tricks. You know, I learned how to link off with
Yeah.
little baby Sarah, but that was my
Little
first
baby
ever.
Sarah.
Yeah, that was my little offshoot from tributing all the time because I love me a tribute deck. I love me a good old let me use your card, my card, everybody's card. I love that. That is a great.
What's
I
it?
absolutely
That
hate
was like
that.
Monarchs, right? They did that?
Yeah, Monarch does that, and so does Flunries. That one little
I hate
continuous
Flunries.
great
The
little
Flunries
bird
is so
spell. I love it.
stupid.
It's so good. You set a bird under, and you draw 2 or you draw 1, depending on the birds you sent. So good. And then use him, use that one. Doesn't even have to be a monster. That's ridiculous. People forget about that card.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I hate that card.
That card is
Totally
so
forget
annoying. It could be
about
one of your
The spell
traps.
card, right? The one that
Yeah,
looks like
they
a
go
sunset
after
or
the
whatever.
field spell more, but you know what? Shout out to everybody who goes through my field spell. It don't matter. As long as I get that little
add
free
it
bird
back.
out, it doesn't matter. It does not matter.
Is it that bird
So,
that's still on the field doing its job?
It is doing its job, yeah.
So you did see the new Ultimate Rare. Leak,
Oh
right?
yes, all the pretty shiny new cards coming out.
Do you like the? Did you? So I think that's the 2 that I saw was Triple Tactics Thrust and the Pearly.
Marley?
Is it the Pearly Kitty or whatever? Per.
Oh, yeah, the one that everybody just leaves on the table.
Yeah.
The little cutie.
So those are getting printed.
Even though that
what do you
deck's
think
pretty
about
good.
the? What do you think about those 2?
Well, you know, I was, talking it up with Lee, and he was telling me everything that was coming off. And the one I heard in there, because I like the color of the card, it's just that simple.
This will be in the OTS pack.
It's the Prosperities one. I just like the way it looks already in general. It looks real nice. Like
Is
whatever.
Prosperity going to be in that set?
I think that's what he said. I'm not so sure, but he said one
They're
of
gonna
the
make an
pots.
ulti prosperity.
There's a pot that's gonna come out. I don't know if I'm getting it right. Might be wrong information, guys, but
I don't know either.
yeah,
I don't even know.
he
I
said
just
that
know that
was-
they
really been
confirmed. I
looking.
saw the
No
2
idea
that they
legit.
were in ulti was the Thrust, which is the one I really wanted to be in there because I think the price right now is a little bit.
It's like
high.
$90,
It's
right?
like-
Or
yeah, it's
$80
like
per
$80 or
card.
$90. So I think that'll drop it down to a more modest, like $60, maybe $70,
Yeah,
Or
I'm
even if the
getting used
ultis
to
are
it.
starting to get
which is
pulled
still
a lot,
not
it's
modest
gonna be
because
nice.
that's still pretty
Yeah, it's
pretty
pretty-
expensive for one card, and you need to at least have maybe 2.
Or
I'm
3.
probably only going to play 1, but I really do want to pull one of the ultis so I can probably swap it for two secret rares. Because I'm pretty sure if you come more frequently with me, we can pull a lot of ultis.
I would
As opposed to
honestly,
not.
I need 2 thrust anyways. So.
Yeah. So yeah. If you pull Triple Tactics Thrust, are you going to see yourself using it? Because it's a
No,
pretty
I
good.
don't like the tactics.
You don't like any of them?
I don't.
You don't even
I-
play Triple Tactics
No,
Talent?
I've had them. I played them. I've had both of them. and
So
I
you have the
played
same problem Lee has when
just don't
you
like
draw it, you
it.
can't use it because
Yeah,
the
like,
opponent
I
does
don't-
nothing.
them. You know, there's also
Dude.
Darkmoon is also a good card. I just don't. I just don't like it. Like it's just
Is it
even
because you can't deal damage that turn?
no,
Or-
that and it's just to me it's like why am I stretching out my time? Like I need my time to set a board. Like when that happens, I'm just like. Oh.
Have you ever played it though?
Yeah, I know
Or-
I have, and
so
it's
you did
won,
give it a
and it's
run.
actually won the match. And I'm not gonna say it didn't, it did, but I personally have a preference towards my cards. That
So there are
very
specific
picky.
cards that the way they're played or the way you're supposed to, you have to use them. You just absolutely
Yeah,
do
I
not
don't
like that kind of
like
play
Joan
style.
Lockbird when I had it in the Runic deck, in the Traptrix Runic. No, not Traptrix Runic. In what is it called? The other one. There was a Runic deck that Lee had made. Trickstar Runic had.
That's a good.
Had
I like
Drew
Trick
Lockbird,
Stars.
yeah, had Drew Lockbird in it, and I just didn't like it either. And he was like, "Why not? It's perfect with the Runic." And you get to,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I don't care about it. Like it's a waste of space. I could be doing more control stuff. I don't know.
That's true.
That's how it
Yeah.
works.
I don't like how slow Runic is. I would like to play Runic.
Yeah.
I
Runic
don't
is
like that
pretty
you're
slow.
sitting on a field spell and playing
Yeah.
cards from your hand and skipping
And
your
you
battle
gotta be
phase and
setting up-
basically sending cards off the top of your opponent's
Mhm.
deck to the graveyard or is it banish pile?
And it really messes up people's hands. I've done it. I love with Reincarnation. Like you take away their whole hand, and then you're supposed to Drew and Lockbird. And I get the gameplay, and I get it. You leave them with no hand, but it's just like, oh man, like it just if it goes through, that's a very if moment right there.
Well,
that I
like you
don't-
have to have them both in combination, and your opponent has to add or draw cards in order for it to be
to
real,
even come out.
to really have a
So
good
see,
impact.
I don't like the certainty like that when it's like 60-40 and I'm not the 60. I'm not that's not a deck for me. So that's what comes down for me.
Any last thoughts or things that you would like to acknowledge or?
Oh, me personally, just learning the names for the cards and learning the old stuff.
Oh, so you're talking about like things that you wanna improve on.
Improve on.
So
because I open cards, right? I open packs and I'm like going through them, and he's like, "Oh my god, that one!" And I'm like just passing it through. That's what I need to learn.
That's sometimes
Don't know
me
what this
though.
is.
I do the exact same thing. I'll be going through a card, and then people will be like, "Oh, you pulled that," and I'm like,
I have no
I don't even
idea.
know what card that
I don't
is.
even know what this
Like,
card
It looks
does.
pretty. I like the other one before it, and that one's not even. It's worth 1 cent. And I love it.
So I didn't put a lot of value in Chaos Angel when I pulled it for the sneak preview, and I sold it that day. I sold it at full value.
Yeah.
But I kind of regret it because I actually really need that card in the Cosmo deck so I can synchro with the lights and darks just to make it. And it's not a bad card to have. But yeah, I do that sometimes when I read the card and its effect, I don't even see the value in it. But I
then
really
it'll
do
randomly
regret
get
getting rid of that
pulled.
card.
Like he'll randomly go through his bulk one day, find the card, then reads it, and he goes, "Mira."
Oh, this
Good
card's kind of cute. Yeah.
And then he
Some
looks at the
cards are
price,
like
and then the card's actually a decent price, and he's like, "Oh, I didn't know."
yeah, sometimes I do pull out some random stuff from the bulk over here, and I do
Just find some random gems.
some nice little gems. But anyway, well, if that's all if you don't got anything else,
recommend some lures.
Yeah,
like
you wanna
some little stories, some little card stories. I love your little good card
what
stories.
what card story do you want? To
Just anything crazy.
lure?
Yeah, like
Lure. So you like learning.
like little stories from
that
the
would be
card.
like so you don't see those already on
yeah,
YouTube?
like the chaos one you said with the light and dark.
Yeah.
I saw it before it even came out. Like I saw the
backstory.
Yeah, it was very nice. And that's like I said, just do that. Everybody do that. It helps a lot.
just learning the lore.
Yeah, just this story that you're like, dude, I like this card. It's cute. You know what I mean? Like, and then you want to really play it and win.
All based off of
True.
its backstory.
Yeah, like the Floow.
Honestly,
They
I
were an
felt
adventure. They went from place to place, talked to all the birds to come for whatever reason to go visit them, and it was a great story. I loved it. It was really cute.
What channel is that?
I don't recall.
Of course you don't.
I don't know names.
Of course
That's
you
my
don't.
thing.
Yeah. You need to
get
work
there.
on
Yeah, I
learning
need to
some
get there.
names.
I honestly can't remember names to save my life either. I remember faces, but not names.
I just know
I'm pretty bad at remembering
the guy
people's
that goes, and he turns to the dragons out. Thanks for watching. And he
I don't
turns-
even know who that is.
Yeah, exactly. He starts Michael, something like that.
Cole 40.
MCO 40. Love that guy. Super cool. Follow us.
All right.
Well, do you have anybody you want to give a shout out to or
last
anything?
Just
shout
to
out.
all my coworkers at work watching. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for supporting me.
All right.
You always gotta
That's my
support your
sister, love
homegirl.
you.
Thanks for being on with us, and we
course,
had
I
so much
appreciate
fun.
Hell yeah, guys. Awesome. Thanks for having me. Thanks for
Yeah, and
having
don't
me.
forget to share the video when it comes out, and
Of
y'all don't
course.
forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification
And make
bell.
sure you try to get us to 150 followers.
Yeah,
We're trying
we
to give
do.
away.
I do
of a
desperately
pot
want to get to
of
150 followers.
prosperity
I think we
or
actually did really
prosperity.
good in subscribers last month. 52 was it 52? Yeah.
Yeah.
52 subscribers over the first 4 videos is not terrible.
Yeah,
But,
if you're a girl too, leave a comment. Let
I
me
know.
that you play.
The
What you
majority,
play.
actually, 100% of my viewers are males.
True.
Oh, really?
Just and I have like some.
we looked at the analytics.
Yeah, now that the analytic, it's been a month, so it has more
Oh.
like accurate like analytic
national
data.
data to
So
see
yeah,
that.
so it's all
Men.
females, and because I don't make children friendly content, it's basically all like
Well, we didn't
adults
cuss
30.
to this one.
We did.
Oh, I did. I
You
definitely
dropped
did.
one, you dropped one, and I
I
dropped
did.
one.
Oh my goodness.
No,
my
she said, "Oh my goodness, it's
I
okay."
don't cuss. I don't even play YuGiOh, guys. I just wear this shirt. It's like
It's
I
okay.
said in the
She's like, "I'm
beginning.
only here for the merch." That's
That's it.
basically it.
All right, guys, we'll see y'all next
Just
week.
come again.
Bye.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. We hope you all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell for when new videos are uploaded.